Now this is going to surprise a number of you. Not all, but definitely a number of you. Play a little game. Did you like James and the Giant Peach? That movie about a little boy who shrunk down, went into a peach, sailed across the ocean. For whatever reason, there's a centipede in there that they made unnecessarily hot. How about Wendell and Wild? The story of a young girl named Kat who loses her parents and goes to a boarding school where no one gets along with her really except for a young trans kid, and she literally makes a deal with the devil. For us older heads out here, how about Monkey Bone? Did you like Monkey Bone? The absolute fever dream? That's Monkey Bone. Some of the craziest images that you'll ever see on screen came from this movie. Young Brendan Fraser is in it. Honestly, the entire movie slaps. Go see it if you haven't yet. Now, would you be surprised if I told you that none of those movies had anything to do with Tim Burton? And neither did Coraline. And if she did, honestly, she probably looked like this. But yeah, Tim Burton had nothing to do with Coraline at all. You have Henry Selick to thank for everything in that movie. As a matter of fact, arguably one of Tim Burton's largest movies in his career is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Did you know that he actually didn't direct this movie? At the very bottom, you'll see directed by Henry Selick, the same guy that did Coraline and all of the aforementioned movies that I put on before. Now, Tim Burton did design Nightmare Before Christmas, he just didn't direct it because he was busy working on Batman Returns. And he wrote it with a gentleman named Michael McDowell, who you might recognize as the writer of Clue. Now, arguably the most iconic part of Jack's outfit is the pinstripe suit, right? It's the little white stripes on his suit. You have Henry Selick to thank for that, okay? He was the one that came up with that. Though Tim Burton did design the movie, Henry Selick is to thank for that iconic design. And many, 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 many others. No hate to Tim Burton at all, but whenever it came to Nightmare, he just didn't have the patience to work on the slow process of stop motion. It is painstaking, and he didn't want anything to do with it. So he put all that work on Henry Selick, who was happy to take it. But as a result, didn't really get the recognition that he deserves for the film he worked so hard for. However, he did put a lot of Easter eggs into each of his movies. You'll see a lot of different similarities between movies that he's done, like Coraline. You'll see the little monkey slippers, right there. That's Monkey Bone. That's just a reference to Monkey Bone. And then there's a Monkey Bone reference in The Nightmare Before Christmas. There's this scene where, there's this little ball that everybody is kind of looking in to see what's happening. Same thing happens in Nightmare. So while Tim Burton is fine and dandy, the one you need to be giving all this love to is Henry Selick, y'all. The man is a king of stop motion. The Easter eggs and theories that we all love discussing so much, we have him to thank.